And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lions Field at Kinmundy, Illinois for this afternoon's non-conference matchup between the South Central Cougars and the Carlyle Indians here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Bruce Dickey, and this ought to be a pretty fun one as both teams have played 10 games so far on the season. And South Central comes in averaging around almost 8 runs a game and only giving up 2 runs per game. That's pretty solid. Carlyle comes in pretty solid as well. They're averaging around 6.2 runs a game and have given up 4.1 runs a game. So these two squads are pretty solid early season. Well, not even quite that early anymore. Matchup here in Kinmundy. Again, you are watching on Wabash Catch TV as they're finishing up their warm-ups, and the squads will get to battling soon thereafter. It is a chilly day here in Kinmundy, but I got to tell you, it's a heat wave compared to what it has been the last couple of days, last 2 or 3 days, really, here in Southern Illinois, as we've been rained out or moistured out the last couple of days. We were supposed to be in Fairfield, and also I believe in T-Town on Tuesday, and it has been just a terrifically unpleasant week. But both teams are glad to get back at it. I know Carlyle got back into it last night. They, after having about almost a week off, they played Chester yesterday evening and fell to the Yellow Jackets, I believe, in Carlyle 4-0. And the Carlyle comes in with a, like I said, 5-5 record under head coach Darren Smith. And they come in with the kind of a similar story on how the season is going as the South Central Cougars. Cougars won their first 3 games. They lost their next 3 and have won 4 in a row since then. The Indians, on the other hand, have won several in a row and now have lost their last 3 in a row. So these two squads trying to, the Cougars trying to stay on the winning track, and the Indians trying to get back on the winning track. This is our final game of the week here, and there's also a game up in T-Town that we are showing this afternoon. So you have your choice of 2 different games to choose from here on channel. I think am I on 99 or 100? Don't know. Yeah, but on the other one of 99 and 100, it is Flora at Teutopolis. Danny Valle is calling that game up there, and he does a wonderful job. I'm looking forward to hearing a lot out of Danny here in the next few weeks. He'll keep us abreast of the scores up there in that Teutopolis game as the afternoon wears on as well. The wind is, I got to tell you, in comparison to the last couple of days, it's negligible. I think the National Weather Service tells us it is 8 miles an hour, 8 to 9. But boy, oh boy, in comparison to, it says 9. But in comparison to yesterday, when it was about 15 miles an hour and Carlyle lost down there, or lost it to Chester, and the day before when it's 25 miles an hour, this is a very pleasant afternoon indeed. The umpires are here on the field. The Carlyle Indians are back in their dugout. Here come the South Central Cougars back from their team meeting. And we're going to have baseball here in just a moment. That'll give me the opportunity to go over the lineups. First for Chester, since they are part of Chester. I just said Chester because Carlisle's played them. First for Carlyle, leading off, it's Jacob Schmidt. John Schmidt. He's the second baseman. He wears number 20. He'll be followed by Gavin Butler. Butler's center fielder, wears 14. Hayden Hewells is pitching today. He'll wear number 23. It is Matthew Guthrie in the cleanup spot, shortstop. He wears number 28. In the 5-hole for the Indians today, Joshua Vonderhaar. He is in right field this afternoon. In the 6th spot, Ethan Brinkman. He will be designated hitter today. Ethan is a sophomore, and he hits for Michael Brinkman in left field. The 7th spot, Reddick Steinkamp, the catcher. Steinkamp is a junior. It'll be Jacob Rusher in the 8th spot, third baseman. He is a junior. And then Dylan Mollett will be picking up the 9-hole. Mollett is the first baseman for Carlyle. And the Indians again under head coach Darren Smith with a record of 5-5. For South Central, under Kurt Jones, who has been there, I believe he had to keep his kids. He had to keep the field dry during the flood when Noah was riding an ark through town. Kurt Jones will send out leading off Brody Markley at right field, then Callaway Smith, then Colton Smith. Colton Smith, first baseman, will be batting third. Maddox Robb is catching this afternoon. He wears number 8. He is in the cleanup hole. Trevin Sidwell will bat 5th. He wears number 12. Sidwell is at third base. Cohen West will be pitching today for the Cougars. Cohen is wearing number 25, a senior. And the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Cougars. Zane Montes is the 7 spot, playing second base. Then Evan Hoover in left field, wearing number 3. And finally, Max Magnus in left field. Magnus is in center field. My C and my F, whenever I wrote them down, they look the same. That's what happens when it's under 50 degrees and you try to write. The Cougars have taken the field. The umpires are on site, and we're just about ready to go here in Kinmundy at Lions Field. We appreciate you tuning in to Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Abby Springmeyer out in the truck. Tyler Edwards down on one camera spot, and it is Kerry Linder on the other. In the field today for South Central, starting over at third base. Starting at third base, the number 12 is Trevin Sidwell. At shortstop, Callaway Smith. Callaway Smith wears number 7. At second base, it is Zane Montes. And over at first, Colton Smith. Out in the outfield, starting in left field, Evan Hoover wears number 3. He is a junior. He'll be beside Max Magnus out in center, a senior. And Brody Markley, the junior, out in right. Again, the battery today consists of Cohen West pitching to Maddox Robb behind the plate. Carlyle in their purple jerseys with white striping across the middle. White and gold striping across the middle. Carlyle emblazoned across their chest. And white numerals with a Indian design just above them on their backs. As John Schmidt steps into the batter's box, the right-handed swinger. He comes up with a .267 average, and he's the first player to face Cohen West today. As he fouls first pitch well out of play. Next one is strike 2 without a swing, and West is just rocking back and firing out of the zone on his third pitch of the day. No radar gun anymore here at the South Central games, as Aiden Dotson graduated following Chase Dotson a few years ago. It is very surprising to see. You got to get something to get used to. A South Central game without a Dotson behind the plate, but Cohen West firing the heat there, and he is going to pick up strike 3 on John Schmidt for the first out of the day. No Cardinals game today on this Friday evening. I think the Cubs might have already played as well, as they were somebody's home opener, I think, today. I'll check around. That's the cool part about these phones. They can tell me it's 47 degrees at game time. Gavin Butler watches the first 2 go past for 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll knock the next one out to short. Picked up out there and thrown over. Nice play, Callaway Smith. I understand we're having a little technical difficulty with our third camera, but we'll hopefully get that straightened out for you here directly, as the center field shot is having an issue or two. So, but we'll get that to you here shortly. Stepping in next with 2 outs, Hayden Hewells. He wears number 23. He'll be pitching today for Carlyle. Hayden stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, 180 pounds. This is a tall Carlyle Indians squad. They've got 6'7", 6'5", 6'4", 6'3", 6'2". A good, big squad. As that one's bounced again too short, the quick pick, and he drops it, and that's going to be E6. Hewells gets on via the error. And that's one thing that that affects the your win-loss more than just about anything else, is giving up the extra outs. Callaway Smith might have been affected by the cold there. I don't know. That's stepping in, Matthew Guthrie. Guthrie, 6'7", 205 pounds. He's playing shortstop. That is a big shortstop. That's like whenever Alex Rodriguez played for Texas at short in Seattle. Before moving to New York and moving to third base. Cohen West peeks over and then throws a curveball out of the zone to Guthrie. It's a 1-2 count. Guthrie hitting cleanup. Comes in hitting .308 on the season. And the curveball comes in too far inside. Good eye from Guthrie. He didn't he barely moved back on that one. The next in from Cohen West. Swing and a knock up to second base. Quickly handled, throw across is good from Zane Montez, and that will finish the Carlyle Indians' top of the first inning. We'll move to the bottom of the first inning, no score.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
And welcome back here to Ken Mundy, Lions Field in Ken Mundy, Illinois. The Carlyle Indians taking on the host South Central Cougars. You're watching on Wabash Catch TV. Bruce Dickey here. As the first pitch from Hayden Hewells is out of the strike zone for ball one. We'll take a look at the defense as the inning wears along. For the next one is fouled away. Over at third base, number one is junior Jacob Rusher. He is joined at shortstop by the big man Matthew Guthrie, 28. He's a junior. John Schmidt is a sophomore at second base, wears number 20, and Dylan Mollett is over at first base. He is a senior, wears number 12. In the outfield, it's Michael Brinkman. He's a senior. So all the seniors all the way across the outfield for Carlyle. As that ball is knocked into right center field very deep, and it rolls to the wall. Grabbing it is Gavin Butler, but Brody Markley is going to open the game with a leadoff double for South Central. As I said, Gavin Butler in center field, Michael Brinkman in left, and Joshua Vanderhaar over in right field. Reddick Steinkamp behind the plate, and Hayden Hewells on the mound. Callaway Smith stepping in next, the shortstop for South Central. Hewells takes a look back at Markley and fires home for strike one. South Central in their navy blue jerseys, white numerals, large numbers on the back. South Central across the front. That's a swing short roller to second, gathered and thrown over by John Schmidt. The runner will advance. So, standing on third base is Brody Markley, and Colton Smith will head into the batter's box with a huge RBI opportunity staring him in the face. Hayden Hewells needs a strikeout to try to keep that from happening. As the first pitch is swung on and knocked well off to the right side. Nice day for baseball. It would be nice to have a little bit of sun, but it's cloudy, no rain. Need to get the ball game done before too late, as they have light issues here at Lions Field right now. The lights that they put up just a short 4 or 5 years ago have gone bad, and they are still under warranty, so they are in the process of being changed out. But they are not quite completely changed out yet. That's if you show up here, you might see the one of those lift on the side of the field. That's not for an extra camera. There you see it, the lift in the shot. There's the cameras or the lights. Yeah, you can see there's light issues. So we're going to make sure we get this one in before it gets too dark. 1-1 to Smith. He's going to bounce that one to second place. The runner heads home. So Colton Smith grounds out but gets him an RBI for his effort. As Markley comes in to score, and South Central takes an early 1-0 lead. With 2 outs, Maddox Robb will step up to the plate. The catcher is a junior, wears number 8. That's the prototypical catcher's number. Going all the way from when Bill Dickey batted 8th for the Yankees back in the 1930s when they started using numbers. late 20s, early 30s. No relation, by the way, Bill Dickey and Bruce Dickey, no relation. And Dickey watches 3 go across and strikes out. But South Central picks up a run on a double and a couple of sacrifices, and we'll head to the top of the second inning. It is 1-0 South Central.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, you just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local.
Just about ready to go here as Cullen West heads out for his second inning of work. He'll face Joshua Vonderhaar leading off here in the second inning, batting fifth, and followed by Ethan Brinkman and Reddick Steinkamp. Anybody gets on, we'll see Jacob Rusher as Vonderhaar watches the first 2 go past for 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vonderhaar hitting .312 on the season. Has 6 RBIs in their 10 games. 1 extra base hit. Has also been prone to the strikeout as he's got 10 strikeouts, but he walks on that one for his just his second walk of the year. So a nice start there for Vonderhaar here in this second inning. South Central took the lead in the bottom of the first on a double and a couple of ground outs. First pitch into Brinkman is strike 1. Brinkman didn't like the look of that at all. And the throw over is not in time. Cullen West trying to make sure he keeps Vonderhaar close over at first. That one was a better move, and Vonderhaar going to have to give a little bit of respect to that move. That one's fouled away, and that had Maddox Robb hopping up and down behind the plate. Oh, and 2 the count. Brinkman standing in would love to get himself a base hit, get that runner moved over. And he's going to knock that one out into center. On the jog coming in to get it, Max Magnus will gather for the first out. It's the first game for South Central since last Saturday, as they were rained out all week long. Carlyle played yesterday, but that was their first since Saturday as well. I know South Central has a couple of games scheduled for tomorrow. There's supposed to be a little rain this weekend, but I don't think it's coming until later in the day tomorrow or maybe Sunday. Runner goes, throw down from Rob. It's a dandy throw, and Vonderhaar is out stealing. 2-6 for the second out. So Reddick Steinkamp continues his at-bat 1-1. Well, that was a perfect throw from Maddox Rob. Cohen West had to remind himself there that, hey, I don't need to pitch out of the stretch anymore. That ball's fouled away to the right side and out of play. As with that heat that Cohen West throws, he's getting a lot of foul balls. There's a bouncer up the middle, almost take a odd bounce, but a nice gather and throw over from Callaway Smith. That'll do it for Carlyle here in the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 South Central.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory at Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
And welcome back here to South Central. Lions Field in Kinmundy, Illinois. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. As we enter the bottom of the second inning, Trevin Sidwell. He'll be followed by Cohen West, Zane Montes, and then Evan Hoover, if anybody gets on. Trevin's got the right idea. He's got the hoodie on under the jersey. So if he feels like he needs a little ear protection from the cold, they just flop that hoodie over the top and off you go. Hayden Hewell's in his second inning of work. Gave up a base hit back in the first. Other than that, he's then he got a strikeout and a couple of groundouts. That lone base hit, though, was a power double from Brody Markley. All the way to the right center field wall. A bouncer up the gut and a nice pick and throw in time from Matthew Guthrie. Over to Dylan Mollett. Boy, that was a nice ranging to his left. Matthew Guthrie makes an outstanding play. That'll bring up pitcher Cohen West. Coenwest. And he lobs one out to right center. That's going to get down. That's going to get to the wall as well. He jogs into second base for the second stand-up double of the day for South Central. And when I say lob, That didn't have a ton on it, but it carried. And West is on second base with one out. Will we see a courtesy runner? Oh, wait a minute. Did he not step on first base? He didn't step on first base. So he's out. There goes the base hit. Nice appeal by Carlyle, and that makes it 2 outs. Let's see. How do you put that down in the book? Since he didn't get to first, that doesn't count as a hit. I don't think. That one bounce fielded by Guthrie. He throws over for the third out of the inning. We will head to the top of the third inning. It is 1-0 South Central.
Dedicated, devoted, and driven. The folks at Amy Lee Realty are here to find you the home that you deserve. Born and raised in Clay County and northern Wayne County, the real estate needs of our area are Amy Lee's expertise. Check out Amy Lee's Facebook page for current promotions or browse local listings at amyleerealty.com. Or if you're looking to buy something new or sell your property, come into Amy Lee Realty in Flora to see what she can do for you. Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
So we are now in the top of inning number 3. Jacob Rusher will be followed by Dylan Mollett, and then John Schmidt. Anybody gets on, Gavin Butler. Appreciate you folks tuning in here to Wabash Catch TV. Fast-paced game, only one hit in the first 2 innings. Should have been 2, but you can see that Cohen West, when he walked back out to the mound, he was a little bit frustrated with himself. You get your steps out of order, that can happen to anybody, and that happened to Cohen West. As that ball is knocked into left field on the run, and nice stop and able to gather it. Evan Hoover takes care of Jacob Rusher. So here comes Mollett, the senior first baseman for Carlyle. He probably was the one who noticed West didn't touch the bag and pointed it out to the umpire. The umpire probably noticed it too. Mollett watches the first 2 go past and watches the third one zip past high. That looks like a displeased Cohen West on the mound. He calms down to chuck in strike 1 to make it a 3-1 count. Bouncer to the left side is foul. John Schmidt is on deck. Gavin Butler in the hole. 1-0 in favor of South Central. Another one fouled off to the left side. Carlyle shut out yesterday by Chester. They come in averaging 6 runs a game as Mollett strikes out. Swinging. Come in averaging 6 runs a game, and giving up about 4. As that one is just a little lollipop over to the first baseman for South Central. Colton Smith gathers, and that takes care of Carlyle here in the top of the third inning. We'll move to the bottom of the third. It is 1-0 South Central.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Florida. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back to the mound heads Hayden Hewells. For his third inning of work, he will face Evan Hoover, Max Magnus, Brody Markley back up, and then Callaway Smith if anybody gets on. South Central with just one hit in the books. They had two on the field, but one of them doesn't count. Hoover, the junior left fielder, watches the first two go by for ball 1 and 2. Knocks that one out in the left field on the run, heading back. That is going to get over the head of the left fielder, Michael Brinkman, and the third, well, I guess the second double of the day, the second leadoff double of the day for the Cougars. I keep wanting to give Colin West the double. I can't do that. So that brings up Max Magnus, the center fielder, in the 9 spot, left-hander. Watches strike one go past. We're in the bottom of the third inning here. Hewells working pretty quickly. Colin West was working pretty quickly too. I tell you what, when it's under 50 degrees, you work pretty quickly. Keep your fielders fired up and on their toes. Guthrie's trying to decoy Evan Hoover, and finally Hewells turns to look, but no throw. Big opportunity for South Central to pick up their second run. Hewells goes home. The bunt is a good one to the left side, and he has trouble picking it up, and it's going to be a bunt for a hit for Max Magnus. Outstanding bunt. Hewells went over to pick it up with his bare hand, and he double timed it, double pumped on the pickup, and that cost him. Max Magnus can get down the line. So here comes Brody Markley. He had a ringing double in the first at-bat, and he's wanting another one. He went the opposite way back in the first inning. He's looking to head out there to right side again. You figure Gavin Butler and Josh Vonderhaar know to expect something that way maybe. Markley swings through strike 2. No games on Monday, as most schools in this area have closed and canceled games. Yeah, I was going to say, that's a balk. Pitcher dropped the ball after he was in his motion, and he balks home a run. Magnus will move to second. And you could tell poor Hayden Hughes knew what he had done. As the ball went dribbling off his hand off to the side, and he looked over to Kurt Jones, who just basically shook his head. You're looking at the wrong guy. And the umpire behind him, that's a balk. That's a run. 2-0 now. Still nobody out as Markley stands in. 1-2 the count. Markley, the leadoff hitter for South Central. And has to duck out of the way. Of ball 2. And the next one out of the zone as well. Hughes had him 0-2 and has gotten him back into a 3-0 or 3 balls in a row. So now full count. Umpire tells him, gives him a little bit of a hint how to handle his hands and the throw home. Oh, that's knocked out deep to left by Markley. He starts the jog already. Way out of here. Brody Markley with a 2-run home run. And all of a sudden, it's 4-0 in favor of South Central. Wow. Markley didn't even start to run. He comes around with run number 4 behind run number 3 for South Central. First 3 hitters have gotten on here in the third, and they have all come around to score. That was tattooed out to left field. That'll bring in Callaway Smith. Smith grounded to second base in the first inning. A little bit better base running this inning as well for South Central. Swing and a miss. Evens the count. 4-0 the lead for South Central here in the third. They had 1 in the first, now 3 in the third, and this continues. .47 degrees at the start of the game. Dropping as we go a little bit, not much. That's the thing. Hughes had to come home. He couldn't get Markley to bite on any of those out of the zone, and he'll walk Callaway Smith here. Probably would have preferred that with Hughes. Now 48 degrees here in Kinmundy. By the way, 9 mile an hour wind. I don't think that one needed it. As a matter of fact, it's going the wrong direction. The wind coming from the northeast to the south. So, he put that one up against the wind, straight out against the wind. Wow. Colton Smith with an 0-1 count. Man on first. First 4 hitters have reached base here in the third inning for Carlyle. for South Central. How about that? Some kids down there playing football. Don't have fall football here in Monday, here at South Central. Just like the kids at a football game. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 gets Colton Smith. First out of the inning. That'll bring up Maddox Robb with 1 out. A man on first. Robb struck out looking back in inning number 1, the cleanup hitter. Cleanup hitter for South Central. And watches strike 1 go past again. Still pretty chilly. Everybody wearing blankets down there on the in the bleachers. Probably, 10, 15, 20 degrees under normal April temperatures. 0-2 count now on Robb. Fouls that one back. We'll get our center field camera working here in just a few minutes. We've got calls in. As the swing and a miss, Robb strikes out for the second time today. That is strikeout number 3 for Hewells. Hewells had been cruising along pretty much after that first inning double. When another inning, 2 innings basically without giving up a hit, but that changed here in the third. As Sidwell steps in, he grounded a short back in the second inning. Hewells giving the runner a long look, and that ball fouled off to the right side. It nearly hit one of the players' cars down there. You'd think the players would know better. Hewells next, up and in. Out of the zone is ball 1. 1-2 the count to Trevin Sidwell. Colin West, the pitcher, is on deck. Runner goes, no throw, as the ball got away from Reddick Steinkamp. And that'll be a stolen base for Callaway Smith. Walk and a steal puts a man in scoring position for Sidwell with a 2-2 count. Up and in again. Fills the count again. This is another hitter that Hewells had 0-2. And boy, oh boy, he's beginning to pile up the pitches. Also, this will be his 51st pitch. We're in inning number 3. Hewells next. Oh, that's fouled out of play. That hit a car. Maybe on the bounce, but that hit a car. The next to Sidwell. Strike 3 looking. He strikes out the side, but South Central picks up 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1. We'll move to the top of the 4th inning. It is now 4-0 South Central.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with the family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with 3 locations.
Head on down to Boyd Discount Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City, Illinois. The finest names in comfort, beauty, and function, like Ashley, Serta, and Brooks, are waiting for you on both sides of the main drag in downtown Wayne City. Head on down to Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center or BoydFern.com for huge selections of sofas, sectionals, recliners, leather furniture, beds, mattress sets, sleeper sofas, coffee. Big on value, all roads lead to Boyd. Office furniture.
First pitch from Cohen West here in the top of the 4th inning is in for a called strike to Gavin Butler. He'll be followed by Hayden Hewells and then Matthew Guthrie. 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Anybody gets on, Joshua Vonderhaar. Curveball, strike 3. All 3 of them looking for Butler. That curveball came right back in and got him. Nice pitch from West. There's strike 4 to Hewells. Hewells reached on an error back in the 1st inning. No hits as yet for Carlyle. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Of course, in high school, he plays 7. That ball poked foul down the right side, where the kids are playing football. That youngster needs pants. He's wearing shorts. 48-degree weather. He's running around playing football, though. That ball knocked up the middle. That's going to get down for the first base hit of the game for Carlyle. Hayden Hewells on base for Carlyle for the first time. I'll bring up Matthew Guthrie, for the second time for Hewells. He's the only base runner for Carlyle. He's been on twice. Even though he is pitcher, they do not send a courtesy runner for Hewells. He'll remain over at first. And the first pitch into Guthrie is a called strike. Guthrie grounded out to second back in the 1st inning. Guthrie, big shortstop, good shortstop. Big lanky shortstop. He's got the sweatshirt on under his jersey as well. 1-1 the count from West. As that one is popped up to a short right, and it's going to stay on the infield, and it'll be gathered in by Colton Smith. So Joshua Vonderhaar will head to the plate. The senior right fielder for Carlyle watches ball 1 go past. Looks like they've done a little bit of shoring up the bleacher roof here in Ken Mundy. Added some 2x6s just to make sure that the roof is in good shape and sturdy. The way the wind comes off the plane here, that's probably necessary from time to time. 2-0 the count. Two and a one. And that ball bounces away, and that will permit Hughes to get to second base easily. Next week, we're back at it Tuesday as Fairfield hosts Edwards County. Carmi hosts Flora. There's ball 4. So 2 outs, men on first and second for Ethan Brinkman. Bunch of games next week, like I say. Danny Valier will be at Fairfield, the Edwards County Fairfield game. I'll be up at Flora as Carmi takes on the Wolves. A couple of Black Diamond East Conference games on Tuesday. Wednesday, it'll be Fairfield at Salem. And Thursday, North Clay will host Effingham, and T-Town plays at Dietrich. There's a strike. 3-1 the count now to Brinkman. Yeah, you figure he might wait for another strike before he thinks to swing. Nope, knocks that one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, and the runner turns around. Here comes Hughes. He'll score easily as a base hit, an RBI for Brinkman. That makes it 4-1. Vonderhaar has to stop at second base. It's a little 2-out rally for the Indians. Couple of a walk and a base hit with 2 outs puts them on the board. Couple of hits total. And Steinkamp heads to the plate. He grounded to short in the second. Man out there in scoring position. He'd love to get him in. And the good move from Cohen West to second base is kind of wasted as there wasn't a fielder there yet. Vonderhaar realized it, took his time getting back. 2-1 the count. That's pitch number 64. That's a base hit through the left side. Vonderhaar's going to make the turn and hold up. As Hoover came up with that pretty quickly, that'll load him up for Jacob Rusher. 3 hits in a row. 3 hits in the inning, 2 in a row. As Kurt Jones is going to go out there and talk to his pitcher. See what he decides to do. With the bases loaded, probably going to have more of a discussion with his defense, make sure they know that every base is available. Force out at every base, including home. 65 pitches. You got to figure that West will stay out there for a little while longer. And Kurt Jones mainly talking to his fielders. This inning started off innocently enough for South Central as Carlisle's first batter, Gavin Butler, struck out looking. Then a base hit from Hayden Hughes, followed by a pop-up to the first baseman. And he thought that West was going to get out of the inning. Au contraire. A walk to Joshua Vonderhaar. Then 2 base hits. Ethan Brinkman and Reddick Steinkamp. It brings up Jacob Rusher with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Little low on the first pitch. That was a pretty solid move throwing to Sidwell over there at third base. Vonderhaar wasn't really all that far off. He got back easily, but that was a good move. There's a 2-0. That one a little high to Rusher. Rusher popped out, flew out basically to left back in the third. He's going to go to left field again. Longer run this time, and that is trouble, but gathered in. Evan Hoover makes a nice catch to save a 2 or 3 run double for Rusher. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Carlyle picks up a run on 3 hits, and we'll head to the bottom of the 4th, 4-1 South Central.
Carson Auction Realty is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. With over 40 years in business, Carson Auction Realty is the only company in the area that offers public auctions, real estate brokerage, and certified appraisals. If you're considering selling your farm, home, or commercial property, give us a call, and we can assist you in every step of your real estate sale, from pricing your property correctly to properly marketing to find any and potential buyers, and most importantly, selling property for top dollar. To contact us, go to our website, carsonauctionrealty.com, or call our office at 662-4911.
Give me order lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Hayden Hewells heads out for his 4th inning of work for Carlyle. He'll face Cohen West, Zane Montes, Evan Hoover, and if anybody gets on, Max Magnus. South Central with 1 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd. Given an update from that Flora T-Town game. T-Town leads 3-0 after 2.5. T-Town picked up all 3 in the 1st inning. Danny Valle up there doing the game for Wabash. Appreciate his work. As West watches the fouls the first one back and then watches the second one come in too high. West knocked it out to left center or right center his last time up and ended up standing on second base. Problem was he didn't touch first base on the way to second. You got to hit them all. That ball in foul territory to the left side, going to get out of play. And look out, school bus. Almost hit the Carlyle bus. The next one swung on and missed. Strike 3. And I bring up Zane Montez. I don't think I finished up next week, did I? Edwards County at Fairfield on Tuesday. Carmi at Flora also on Tuesday. That one's a strike. On Wednesday, I'll be in Salem. Fairfield heads to Salem. Thursday, it's Effingham at North Clay and T-Town at Dietrich. And then finally, Friday, Sisney will be also at Dietrich. Appreciate you folks tuning in to Wabash Catch TV. We certainly enjoy bringing these ball games to you. It's been a tough week for athletic directors and folks all over the place as that rain really played havoc with all the games scheduled for this week. Basically, Monday, the only day that went unscathed. And Friday's going pretty good, too. Everybody's getting their games in here on this Friday, but today, even in the cold. Montez looking at a 3-1 count. Pops that one foul out of play. He grounded too short. Back in the second. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout this inning. And fifth in a row for Hayden Hewells. He's getting into a groove. 5 in a row, 6 for the game. That'll bring up Evan Hoover. Doubled and scored back in the third. And he was wanting another one there. Four to 1, a 3-run lead for South Central here in the bottom of the fourth. As Hoover swings at strike three, ball gets away. Easy throw will end the inning. 6 strikeouts in a row for Hayden Hewells. He's really picking it up now. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. It is 4-1, South Central.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
For over 50 years, at your locally owned and operated Rural King Supply in Salem and Olney, we've helped you and your neighbors enjoy an easy country lifestyle. We carry the most thorough sporting goods department around with a huge variety of hunting and fishing gear, camping equipment, and a variety of firearms for any need. Our team is here to help you find whatever you need. Open every day, it's Rural King in Salem and Olney, your locally owned farm and home store.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hitters number 9, 1 and 2 due up for Carlyle. Dylan Mollett. He'll be followed by John Schmidt, then Gavin Butler. Anybody gets on base, it'll be Hayden Hewells. Here it is, a 4-1 lead for South Central. South Central picked up 1 in the first and 3 in the third. Carlyle responded with 1 in the fourth. That's where we stand. And Cohen West, 1 and 1. Here to Mollett. That curveball that he tried to get in for strike 2 now comes in for strike 2. As the next one is out of the zone, 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. As West trying to get his own little strikeout streak going. That would be 1. He has 1, 2, 3, now 4 strikeouts in the game. Up a little bit high to Schmidt. Schmidt popped to first base to end of the third inning a little while ago after striking out back in the first. Two and one the count to John Schmidt. Bounces that to the right side. Roller picked up and handled easily by Sidwell. Oh, pardon me, Sidwell's at third. Colton Smith. So with two outs, up steps Gavin Butler. Butler struck out looking to start that long fourth inning for Carlyle, and he ducks out of the way of a strike there. That curveball for Colin West has been kind of fun for him today, working about half the time. And that one went back to the hitter. A lot of movement. That was the 80th pitch thrown by West. A bouncer, foul. 1-2 the count with two outs here on Butler. Butler 0 for 2. Carlyle with 3 hits on the day. A little bit low, bouncing at the plate. Butler came into the game hitting .303 and strikes out there. So a couple of strikeouts will end the inning for Carlyle as South Central heads to their half of the fifth, leading 4-1.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Pegel's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Pegel Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
Discover a world of style and comfort for your home at Chapman's Design and Furniture. Looking for the ultimate relaxation? Don't miss our uplifting Comfort Series recliners. Sink into luxury and unwind like never before. Visit us on Main Street in Salem or call 618-548-2221. Elevate your home with Chapman's Design and Furniture, creating beautiful spaces one room at a time.
Hayden Hewells heads back out to the mound for his fifth inning of work. After the first part of that troublesome third inning, he really settled down and he has struck out 6 hitters in a row. 7 in total for the game for Hewells, the junior right-hander. He came in with 19 innings pitched and 20 strikeouts. So he's ahead of that, having a solid game, but just a rough stretch of about 3 hitters where he gave up a double, a single, and then a home run. Brody Markley has been the bane of Hewells, and he's on deck. Max Magnus at the plate, singled and scored back in the third. He'll be followed by Markley, then Callaway Smith, followed by Colton Smith if anybody gets on base. South Central leads 4-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Magnus, left-handed swinger. Watch his ball 2 head in. 2-2. Abby Springmeyer doing a great job out in the truck today. Kerry Linder over on the right side camera. And Tyler Edwards over on the left. Max Magnus makes himself strikeout victim number 7 in a row. And here comes Brody Markley. Markley already with 2 extra base hits. And he's a senior. You knew he was going to be a tough customer as he started as a sophomore. Four to 1 the score. South Central with the lead. Heels a bit high. Hughes has thrown 75 pitches. He's good for probably an inning or 2 more. And chucks in strike 2 there. 2-2 to Markley. Strike 3 to Markley. Steve Reich out number 8 in a row. 9 in the game. What a run Hayden Hughes is having. So Callaway Smith will check in. He walked his last time up. I don't know what adjustment that Hughes made in the middle of that 3rd inning, but he's been untouchable since then. One and one on Smith. And he pokes it out to right center field. Long way to go. That's going to get down just in front of Gavin Butler for a long single for Callaway Smith. That stops the strikeout streak at 8. And Smith represents the 5th hit of the game for South Central. And he would be the 5th run if they can bring him around. With 2 outs, here comes Colton Smith. Struck out his last time up. I think the wind has turned a little bit. I'm starting to get some breeze in on me. I'm wearing a jacket and a hoodie, jeans, gloves, hat. And that one also knocked out to right center field. Long way to go. It's going to get down. Heading around left second base is Callaway Smith. They hold him up at 3rd. The throw to second, not in time. And a sliding double for Colton Smith. So with 2 outs, it's 2nd and 3rd for the cleanup hitter, Maddox Robb. And he's trying to change things for himself. He has struck out twice today. He would dearly love to put contact to ball and knock one a mile. Steinkamp's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Reddick Steinkamp. RHETTICKSTEINKAMP. The junior catcher. Probably reminding his pitcher, look, we've struck this guy out twice now. We can get him with this, that, or the other. And Hayden Hughes says, you're right. We got the first 2 this inning. I need to settle down. And that was just a little bit outside. Umpiring has been good today. They've done a nice job. Swing and a miss. A lot of time, or most of the time nowadays at this level, it's a pretty good umpiring crew because they are experienced. You don't see a whole lot of inexperienced umpires really all that much anymore because there aren't too many new young people becoming umpires. That's what the world needs is more young persons becoming umpires, boys and girls. Make a point. As that ball's bounced over to first, And jogging over to retire the side, Dylan Mollett. But South Central gave it a run. They hit a couple of two-out base hits, but will leave two. We'll head to the top of the sixth inning. It is 4-1 South Central.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Hayden Hewells will step to the plate. He singled and scored back in the fourth inning. Has scored the only run of the game for Carlyle. Has one of their 3 hits. He's reached base twice. Reached on an error back in the first inning as Callaway Smith had difficulty gathering the baseball. Kind of double pumped it. There's a ball knocked to first base. Good pick by Colton Smith, and that'll take care of Hewells. Matthew Guthrie to the plate. Popped up to first base his last time up. Also has a ground out to second. Swings the first pitch he sees and knocks that foul out of play. I think it is getting a little bit cooler. People are putting on more layers here. The umpires have put their ski masks on, or one of them has. 1-1 the count. And straight up the gut, way back over the head. That's going to get down, get to the wall. Guthrie keeps running to second, slides in safely with a double. Matthew Guthrie in scoring position for Carlyle. Max Magnus turned his back on home plate and sprinted back to get that ball. So Josh Vonderhaar will check in. Walked his last time up. Was stranded at third base. He's walked both times. After only having walked once on the season, right? Yeah. He's walked twice today. That's unusual. And he's halfway there again. First base is open with 1 out. Pitch number 94 for Cohen West. And that one is not going to be a walk. It's going to be a double all the way to the wall. Vonderhaar takes the big turn at first, and taking the turn at third, Guthrie scores from second base. That cuts the lead to 2 on back-to-back doubles for the middle of the lineup from Carlyle. Guthrie followed by Vonderhaar. So up steps Ethan Brinkman. He got a base hit his last time up. Curveball comes in the outside corner and gets him for strike one. It's 4-2 now as West turns back. Nobody to throw to. Vonderhaar safely back to second. Little low to Brinkman. Ethan Brinkman. Designated hitter watches strike two go past. That curveball again. He has had it working nicely today. Pitch number 98. That's probably the last inning West will see. And got him. Call a strike. I think they're calling that a swing. I'm calling it a swing. Didn't get the bat back in time. So strike three. As Brinkman was surprised, but I think I believe the home plate umpire is calling that one a strike, calling that a swing. Reddick Steinkamp base hit his last time up. Carlyle will dearly love another one of those here in the sixth inning, as he watches the first two pitches go by for ball one, strike one. Pitch number 101. Swing and a miss, strike two. And I got to tell you, West really hasn't lost much of his velocity. He's throwing hard. Curveball, ball two. That one just a smidge inside. 2 outs, 1 man on. It's the second base. Vonderhaar wanting to come around. Strike three looking. And that will do it. But Carlyle comes up with a run on 2 hits. 1 man is left. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth inning. It is 4-2 now in favor of South Central.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Welcome back to Lions Field here in Kinmundy. As Hayden Hewells heads out for the sixth. He has had a heck of a game, but he's on the wrong end right now of a 4-2 score. You get a stretch with 8 strikeouts in a row, that's a heck of a game, no matter, I don't care what the score is. 9 strikeouts total for Hewells. He has given up 6 hits, 4 runs. And he will face Trevin Sidwell, Colin West, and Zane Montes. Anybody gets on, Evan Hoover. ...104 pitches for West, 86 so far for Hewells. West, I think, can pitch to one more hitter. Sidwell struck out his last time up in the third inning. And he grounded out to short before that. First pitch in is inside, ball one. Again, apologize for our technical errors. No center field camera today. We'll see what we can do for next time. Here we're here. There's a bouncer to short. Easy place and not that great a throw from Guthrie, but nice job by Dylan Mollett stepping off and making the tag. So that's twice Guthrie is taken out Sidwell. Here comes Colin West. Knocks it deep out to left center on the run. That's going to get down. West makes sure he touches first base this time, and he'll head back to first as he'll pick up a single here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Again, West should have had a double back in the second inning and didn't touch first base as he went around. He'll come out of the game as he'll be replaced by a courtesy runner. That is Shoemate. Luke Shoemate comes in to replace Cohen West at first base. And West may be done for the day. We'll see if he heads back out to pitch. Zane Montez will step in. He's 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. We'll get in the habit of saying that when he doesn't strike out this time, as it's a knocked out base hit to left field. Shoemate safe at second base. He kind of took his time. Want to make sure that one got down. As Carlyle has a pitcher up in the bullpen down there. I can't see who. And it may be it pretty soon as Darren Smith talks to Kurt Jones. I don't know what they're talking about. There's he said a courtesy runner over to first. They sure did. Garrett Shoemate at first base. So Garrett and Luke Shoemate, two freshmen, both on base now for the Cougars with one out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Good speed on those freshmen. Hughes trying to get out of this sixth inning without any damage. He has pitched a dandy game, but he trails. He's still throwing pretty hard, too. Man on first and second, one out. 2-1. The count to Evan Hoover. Throw home. Hoover pops that one up into short right field. Nice jog in, but easy play for Joshua Vonderhaar. And that'll be out number 2. So here comes Max Magnus. Magnus struck out his last time up, singled before that. Like I said, when you strike out 8 in a row, you're going to say pretty often, yeah, he struck out his last time at bat. You struck out his last time at bat. He struck out his last time at bat. 4-2 the score here in the bottom of the sixth inning. South Central leads by 2. South Central in the blue uniforms at the plate. Hughes' first pitch is a smidge high. That's pitch number 95 on the afternoon for Hayden Hughes. First two a little high. Hughes getting tired, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. He's pitched pretty good all day long, Magnus. Lefty swinger swings through strike one. Again, next Tuesday we'll be in Fairfield and Flora, the Black Diamond Conference Day. Swing and a miss, strike two. Black Diamond East Conference is Carlyle plays at Flora, and that's a foul ball. It barely hit the bat, then came through and hit the catcher's mitt, and then went flying. Not a very big mitt there on Steinkamp. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll do it for South Central. They leave two on a couple of singles. We'll move to the top of the seventh inning. Here at South Central leading 4-2.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
As I suspected, it's a pitching change. Trevin Sidwell will come in to pitch the ninth inning, replacing Cohen West. West went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, both earned, 5 hits, and had 7 strikeouts. Walked 1. Yeah, walked just 1. So pretty good outing as well for Cohen West. It'll be the 8, 9, and number 1 hitters for Carlyle against Sidwell. Jacob Rusher, Dylan Mollett, and John Schmidt. Anybody gets on, Gavin Butler will come up as the Indians need a couple of runs to tie, 3 to take the lead. Sidwell throwing hard. High strike is strike 2 to Rusher. Rusher has flown out to left a couple of times. Really good play the back in the 4th inning by Hoover to end that threat. That would have been a bases clearing double had he not gotten there. 2-2 the count here on Rusher. As Sidwell, the right-hander, the blue glove, throws that one out of the zone. He had a 2-0 lead on Rusher moments ago. Now it's a full count. He wouldn't walk the leadoff man, would he? He does not, as it's bounced too short. Nice clean pick. Throw across in time from Callaway Smith. So here comes Dylan Mollett with one out. Mollett has struck out his first 2 times up. At the risk of being a jinx, South Central has played a clean game. No errors. That one is popped up on the infield. Jogging in to get it. The catch is made by Zane Montez. And that will bring up John Schmidt with the final chance for Carlyle. Schmidt struck out back in the first, popped up to first base in the third, grounded to first in the fifth as Sidwell tries to set down Carlyle in order. Carlyle in at 5-5, South Central at 7-3, and it's an 0-2 count very quickly on Schmidt. He's got to turn this around to contend to this game. The next from Sidwell. Knocks it out into short left field. Back to get it is the new third baseman. Nice play by Brody Markley, and that will do it as the South Central Cougars knock off the Carlisle Indians by a final score of 4-2. Carlisle falls to 5-6 on the season. South Central improves to 8-3. South Central finishes the game with 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 5 left on base. For Carlisle, it was 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base. Outstanding pitching from both squads. Cohen West gets the win, and for Sidwell, a save, as West went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 7 strikeouts for West. Sidwell finishes it up with a scoreless 7th inning. And for Carlisle, it was Hayden Hewells. He went all 6, got 10 strikeouts, 8 hits, 4 runs. All 4 were earned. The outstanding win for South Central, and that'll just about do it from Kid Monday for us here today, for all of us at Wabash Catch TV. This is Bruce Dickey reminding you today's final score. It was South Central over Carlisle 4-2. So long from Lions Field.